Hello, peeps. It is another busy Bangkok blether where I am here in Bangkok and the evening sun, I guess, is quite hot. And so I've got an umbrella. So, what did I play test yesterday? What did I play test yesterday? What kind of question is that? It's a question I asked myself. Um, as it happens, I went quite a few miles away to Fun Toy Run Board Game Cafe, and we had a lovely workshop where we were discussing the difference between theme and story, and I pondered the nature of a setting, and we spoke about what a message might be. And I don't think every game needs to have a message, but sometimes there is a message, and sometimes the message starts the game. Like, sometimes if there is any message, the message is simply, hello, and hello, Matt, it's lovely to see you too. Thank you very much. Let me do boo boo boo, do do do. It's lovely to see you, and sometimes the message is just like, hey, this is a thing that can be fun. Let's make more silly noises together, or let's be more playful with our actions. And it's lovely to see you too, and thank you for joining me. But it's most games don't really have a message. Is my latest game one with a message? I really don't know. So let me talk to you about it. It's a game about dealing with the frustration of managing 5 currencies. It all started about a month ago when I went to Phuket. Now, people say that in Cambodia there's 2 types of currency. There's the US dollars, the Cambodian real, HR is the acronym. But then in Phuket, they also use the Thai baht. So I ended up converting stuff, not realizing that I actually didn't need to convert stuff, realizing that converting was like a terrible choice. But still, some people prefer US dollars, some people prefer Thai baht, and no one really cares for the local Cambodian currency. That's just like what they give you when they're giving you like a few pennies change. So that became an inspiration for a game. Now, obviously, this isn't a game about Phuket. This isn't meant to be a simulation. But if there is a message, it's simply that dealing with multiple currencies is really frustrating. And even in a marketplace where you can deal with lots of them, it just makes travel between places really annoying. And, the euro is a fantastic thing. If there was a message in the game, I'd hope that that would be sort of the message, a slight pro-euro message. But I played it last night again. So I've played it 3 times as just a card game, just cards with a few tokens. And it was good. There was a nice little puzzle of how to buy this and then take that much currency back, and then you buy that, and then every so often you have to trade 2 things to get a big chunk of what currency remains in the country. It was interesting. It felt like a real head-to-head battle. And I could imagine it getting a little bit bigger with a board and everything. And then I made a board and played that 3 times now. And it works. I mean, people move around between the countries, buying stuff, going to the other one. But then it was last night when yesterday I realized I need a closed economy, because an open economy, like where money is essentially infinite and then it comes into the game and then it leaves the player's hands, and it's maybe a bit more realistic. But a closed economy, well, now you don't need to worry about how many components to include in your game, because the fact that it's limited is part of the puzzle. And also, that puzzle is a lovely, scrumptious thing. It's all about, hey, how can we maximize this? How can I get a little bit more than my fair share of these things? And how am I going to get my fingers in all these pies? And so, this was it was lovely. And then before, I'd given everyone little asymmetry in their player roles. So you start with different countries, and then at the end, maybe you want more of your own currency. And that's fine. That was interesting to push people towards divergent goals. But I don't want to push people towards divergent goals. I want people to clash and be frustrated. And I know that doesn't sound at all like my usual type of party games. But this is not me saying, hey, it's fun to do this. This is more me saying, hey, it's a kind of interesting intellectual exercise, and I think it makes for a good game, an interesting game. But at the same time, it's a bloody nuisance. And I'm glad that we normally don't have to deal with that in a typical country, unless you're in Cambodia. So, this isn't meant to be anti-Cambodian propaganda. This is meant to be me saying, hey, let's have more countries using the euro. Let's have more countries. Just, why not? Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, by reducing the asymmetry from the players, I can build in more asymmetry into the environment. And that's the big exciting thing to me. And that's something I'm going to do. If everyone comes from the land of pink drinks, and pink isn't that keen on drinks, they've already got their own drinks. But maybe the pink drinks just aren't that good. So you can't spend your money on the pink drinks and go elsewhere and you'll get a tiny profit. But you're much better off going elsewhere and maybe going into the market. Maybe you just swap some money and maybe you go next door to buy something there. I don't know. But the idea that it's the asymmetry in the environment and the high interaction and the clash over that, that's going to lead people to divergent behavior. And that's really what I want. Because when you talk about asymmetry in player roles, I mean, why is that a good thing? I think it's a good thing. But like, okay, you've got replayability. Like, I do enjoy playing something wildly asymmetric like Roots or indeed in a bond. So if I were to play in a bond as a contortionist and then I play in a bond as an auctioneer, I'd get two totally different experiences. But if it's just, hey, this is your country, like that doesn't really do anything. So I don't want to force people to have divergent strategies. I want people to clash. I want people to feel that frustration that they can't do all the things. And if that sounds like an interesting game to you, hopefully you'll enjoy it. I don't know when I'll release it, but I'm definitely working on it. Anyway, that's me, and as you can see, Bangkok is nice, 7-Eleven. This is what the streets look like, and the only thing I'm going to say now is bye bye, bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.